Calling all around the world. Mumbo jumbo, stir up the gumbo. Calling all around the world. Get it. Start with a roux, that's me and you. Add the Holy Trinity. That's rhythm, chords, and melody. Come on now, add your spice. Tell your story, very nice. Calling all around the world. Stir that vocal gumbo now. Calling all stir it up, stir it up. Get it. Did it.
Oh boy, the shenanigans are starting here at Vocal Gumbo World Headquarters.
Yeah, I just reached behind Janis and picked up something from her
My arsenal.
her arsenal. We're back, people, for just a little date, a little drinking date.
You know, she just got off an airplane. I
Can't you
mean,
tell?
serious, from the other side of the country. And so we thought, why not get together, have a cocktail, and celebrate International Jazz Day? Right?
Right, absolutely. I mean, we were thinking to ourselves, we did a lot of things in 2020 and 2021, and it was fun to sort of go through the list of like all the things we did. And we were like, wait a minute, why don't we just do one of our little happy hours and not tell anybody?
I'm pretty happy right now.
I know, because she did make a
You
little.
can show those. It's
Okay.
all right.
All right.
We have this mezcal and we have this mezcal. This is courtesy of Lori Green. This one, I think she stole it from a gig. I'm not sure.
Thank you,
And then we
Lori.
have this also.
And Lori's here as well because
We can't do
we're
it without
three.
her.
We're a three-legged table. But we're so excited to kind of just spontaneously drop in and let you know that Vocal Gumbo is still around, and we're still thinking about all the great things that we did during the pandemic. And we're still we're starting to go back to work. I mean, Manhattan Transfer is killing it right now with the 50th anniversary.
It's our
tour.
50th year, and we'll be talking later about where you can come to see the last concert in New York City, at least. So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but we've been doing a lot of stuff and sort of returning back to touring live. And in fact, Janis is right. I just got back from Whistler up in beautiful Vancouver, BC area, just crazy gorgeous. And the New York Voices were up there at the Whistler festival of a lot of students and
That's
performers.
a long trip.
It was a really long trip, but it was gorgeous. And we did 2 beautiful sets last night, and the kids sat in with us. There was about 100 plus kids that sang World Keeps You Waiting with us.
Oh,
I know.
I would have loved to hear. That's one of my favorite songs of you guys.
Yeah.
I have to say.
So I came direct from Newark right here and slapped on some lipstick, and Janis handed me a cocktail, and here we go.
Here we go, baby. We're going to play Hi from Italy.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, my gosh. So great. And Kansas.
Well, that's
look
very
at that.
international.
It's very international. Transfer is going to be in Italy this summer, so hopefully we'll see you.
Voices too. We'll
And
be
the
in
Voices.
Salerno. It's going to be
Beautiful.
fun. But we're so excited because we also are just thinking about who the international artists that we worked with.
Oh my God, we had because of the pandemic, the lockdown, the pandemic, we knew we could call up anybody in the world and they'd be home.
And we did.
And we did. And everybody was so game and wonderful. And everybody sent in performances and with all different kinds of modalities. And we had some incredible people here in all over the country that helped us.
Yeah. And we didn't really know what we were doing. I know that's shocking to you to think that that could be possible. But what's sort of interesting about just the way in which we program tonight is sort of these are some earlier pieces, and then they sort of grow into a little bit more collaborative, and we've got our sea legs underneath ourselves,
yes,
or COVID legs, or whatever you want to
we
call
learned
it.
how to record ourselves and how to video ourselves, and Lori learned a lot of technical stuff, how to throw the show, and when we had some mishaps.
No,
we did, and that's how you learn stuff. So we thought we would gather a few of our favorite international performances to celebrate International Jazz Day today.
Yeah.
And here we are in my kitchen
Mhm.
because Lauren is a trooper.
Yep.
She
And she's
really
going to
is.
feed me right after
I
this.
am going to
it's
feed
good.
her. So.
It's good.
Hi from Pittsburgh.
Hey, Tanya.
Oh my God. What?
Look at that. That's so nice to
Wisconsin?
see everybody.
Hello,
Carla. Motor
from
City.
Motor City.
Woo, woo. Okay. Should we kick things off with one of our, so early
Let's
on.
talk about this.
So, okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but in 2020, something happened to the world. And so we all, again, we sort of had to figure out what we were going to do with ourselves. And, the New York Voices did our usual vocal jazz camp, and we did it virtually for the first time, and we had no idea kind of how to take it online, and we were learning quickly. And Peter Carlson stopped by one of the camps, and he played this song on guitar, and I immediately was like, what is that song? That's the sweetest song I've ever heard. And I played it for Janis, and we worked up a version of this song. And I think it's a great way to open the show because Peter Carlson is, of course, from the Real Group. And so
Swedish vocal group, really very famous and wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great educator and great composer and arranger. And so we just said, can we sing on that piece? And so this is kind of,
well, the way I remember this collaboration is that it was summertime.
yes.
And you were able to do your video outside,
Right.
because of where you live. But I was not able to do mine outside because I live right in New York City, and it wasn't quite safe to go out here yet.
It was really lockdown
it was
time.
kind of lockdown time. So I went up to the roof of my building, and my daughter-in-law filmed me up there. And she did a great job. We had a blast, and it was a gorgeous summer day, a little windy, as I remember.
Yeah.
And you'll see that.
Yeah.
But I just love this collaboration. And the credits really are, we did the vocal arrangement.
Mhm.
Peter played every instrument, I believe.
Peter. Yep.
Peter.
Yep. And he did. And also the first time that we engaged Emma to
do a video.
some videos for
And
us.
she did such a great job.
Yeah.
And Peter did his video outside. I think that's why
Yeah.
we thought we would echo that for him.
So this is takes a lifetime to fulfill. And it's from episode 7, September. It aired first on September 26, 2020. So just
2020.
think about that time.
Right.
And this video will really actually give you a good sense of what even living in the city was like back in
That's
that time.
right. And we should mention it was mixed by my TMT partner, Trist Curlis, who's done a lot of great work for us. A lot of great work.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think
Yeah.
this is a really uplifting song to open up our show. So we hope you enjoy this.
There's a poem in your mailbox, a private piece of paper. Will you read it? Can you hear it? When it's gone before the night, every day, every morning, the words on you. Every day, all your lifetime, a lifetime takes a lifetime to fulfill.
Let it go, let it play, let it go, let it go, let it play, let it go, let. There's a schoolgirl in a raincoat, waiting in the harbor. When she's leaving in a moment, does she know she won't come back? Every day she'll be sailing far away. Every day, all her lifetime takes a lifetime to forget. So let it play, let it go, let.
You can wander about till you figure it out. Come with me, seize the day or fiddle away. You can fiddle a bit with a little twiddly bit, ringing through your door every day. Come and play, sing your song, bring it along, while the breeze that melody ringing through your door.
Let it play, let it go, let it go, let it play, let it go, let it go, let it play, let it a diamond and a ruby shining on the sidewalk. Will you find them? Will you keep them? When you don't, they'll disappear. On every road, there's a diamond made just for you. Every year, all your lifetime, a lifetime takes a lifetime to find out. You can wander about till you figure it out. Come one day, seize the day, flitter away. You can fiddle a bit with a little fiddly bit ringing through your door every day. Come and play, sing your song, bring it along. Wild and free is that melody, ringing a little bit, ringing a little bit, ringing a little bit, ringing through your door. A lifetime takes a lifetime to fulfill. Go, let it, let it go, let.
Woo!
You know, at that juncture, we really needed some hope.
Oh, yeah.
I think, and some joyousness.
Yeah.
And the music making certainly provided that.
Absolutely. And, you know, once again, a shout out to Pater. Thank you for letting us play with that. And just, yeah, it's really so much fun. And that is like, you know, again, early on. So like we journey on, and we thought to ourselves, okay, well, who else do we want to play with? I mean, if that worked, who else could we call?
Ghostbusters? No. We called our friends in Japan.
Yeah.
All the way in Japan. I think that was a reach. But we reached out to I knew Mika Shino, who is a very well-known Inca singer. Now, Inca is a style of singing that's very emotional.
Yeah.
A Japanese style of singing.
Very, very expressive.
Very expressive. And Mika is one of the great practitioners of this style.
And that wide vibrato, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But she is fantastic in that she's trying to expand the range of Inca to include other artists from other genres.
Right.
And she's I did a collaboration with her where she played at Smalls actually.
Yeah.
And you brought in, I believe, Kachiro Kitamura.
Yeah. Who is just an amazing mouth percussionist. And he has a very unique way of creating sound and rhythm that is really extraordinary. I mean, some of his like brushwork that sounds like literally brushes on a snare is just, you kind of can't
He's
get over.
He's a jazz beatboxer. I mean, of the highest order. Great feel,
yeah,
and incredible sounds. If you close your eyes, you'd think it was a wonderful drummer.
Yeah,
basically,
seriously. And he's in a group called I think Idea of North, with Idea of North, which they're based in Australia, and so he's back and forth to Japan and Australia, I would imagine, and he arranges,
and he's a bass singer as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so I think you're right that Miko is trying to sort of bridge ways to make an old art form feel new again. And so that's a really great, that's just good on her part to keep trying to invite new ways.
I mean, it seems to me that is the future of a lot of music, is fusions of different styles together, and you create something new, like in cooking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so they suggested this song.
Yes.
They wanted to do this traditional Enka song, right?
Yeah.
Entitled Ringo,
which means apple.
Hence the video will
the big apple. You know, there were a lot of things that appealed to us. This, and if I'm pronouncing this wrong, please forgive me. Masao Yoneyama and Fujio Ozawa are the composers of Ringo. And it's featuring Mika Shino on the lead vocal and Kai Kitamura on the vocal bass and the vocal percussion. And he did the vocal arrangement for this.
Yeah. And John DiMartino makes a little guest appearance.
Yeah, he plays synth koto.
So this is Ringo, and this was on our episode 6. So
That's
again,
early on.
early on, this was actually in August. So very interesting, again, place and time.
And Lori Green did this video as well. And she did an amazing job, as you'll see.
So we hope you enjoy Ringo. We visited Japan.
We did. We spoke a little Japanese. We held apples. It was really fun.
Yes,
to do this. And
they're lovely.
They are.
And
incredible.
Isn't it great? Isn't it great how much?
Look, Kai just wrote.
Kai.
Hi, Kai.
You sound great. It's so amazing that the sounds that he gets.
Amen to fusion. Jessica Webster.
Thank you.
All right. Oh man,
hey, look
Sally
at that.
Glass. What?
That's so.
Oh, Kaoru. Hi, my dear. Thank you so much. Oh, we just heard from in Japan. It's like what?
It's late.
Oh, it's 8 a.m.
Yeah.
All right,
so they're up having coffee.
Some people tea, probably.
There you go,
or something. Yeah.
Oh, it's so great to, and it's interesting. Janis and I haven't looked at these these pieces either.
No.
So we're sort of visiting for the first time again, going, wow, that's crazy. Remember that? Remember that?
I remember that shirt. I think I got it's a Japanese designer. It's a sample from some famous clothing designer.
Beautiful.
And it's a man's shirt, but I took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a vintage Shaheen that was from my mom's closet that I somehow inherited. So
it was like playing dress up.
Yeah.
Every month.
what do you have?
know?
Yeah.
Like what hair pieces do we have? What wigs? What, how can we
Well,
do a different kind of video? It was really very, very fun.
so we visited Japan, and now shall we bounce over to Italy?
Oh,
What do you
I am
think?
so ready for that.
I know, me too.
I'm so ready.
Yeah. And who better to take us to Italy but the divine Roberta Gambarini.
Oh yeah, we had her as a guest several times.
Yeah.
At Vocalmania.
Yeah, some of our happy hours. That was actually as much an interesting aspect of what we were doing during the pandemic, as we'd have these happy hours and invite people, and we'd discuss the signs of the times and the things that were happening, and covered many. I mean, Dee Dee Bridgewater came, and suddenly we were talking about like really heavy subject matter.
Mental health.
And it just,
the subject.
We never knew what was going to happen, but and Roberta, again, she found herself basically in lockdown in Brooklyn. And it's a really tricky thing to be living by yourself through extraordinary times. And I remember spending a lot of time just on the phone with her, talking about what would you want to do, and figuring out if how to set her up to do it, and explain how to achieve it, and then letting her muse go down the road and come up with an idea.
She had a lot of ideas, and we weeded through all of them. And also she turned us on to this incredible streaming show online called Pasta Grandmas or something. Remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was watching, things online and on Netflix and all kinds of streaming stuff. But this is Pasta Grannies, I think was the name of the show, where you go into the house of these are grandmothers in Italy, and they show you how to make pasta.
Yeah.
What could be better? Hey, isn't there a picture of you and us and
oh yeah, we were,
and Roberta? Oh,
there we are. Well, this is just recently too, because we were part of an event by my dear friend Marcello Pelletieri. Does an annual fundraiser for his daughter scholarship, and so we were all there singing, and so we just saw Roberta, and reminded of her. But so she was feeling very melancholy, as one could imagine, and she's adores her mother, and her mother was in Italy. She was in Brooklyn during this time, and this whole piece is really a love song to her parents.
Absolutely. And you did the video on this.
I did the video.
You went through her family photos, for God's sake.
I mean, I just kept getting footage of her parents and places that she loves in Italy. And so it was a really interesting,
it's a personal movie.
It was a very personal statement from her. And then I think you'll hear really just what a profound singer and musician that she is. And she chose not one but two pieces that are particularly challenging. The theme from Cinema Paradiso, and then Song for Elena,
which is also from the movie, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's Ennio Morricone and Paolo Morricone, I think, are the composers. And we have the divine Homero Lumbambo on guitar.
Yes, representing Brazil.
Yes. So that's the whole international spectrum.
Yeah.
Romantic spectrum we've got going here.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink here. Let's drink to that. Okay.
A volte mi ritrovo insieme a te per vicoli di luce, di magia, memoria dolce di un'estate che non tornerà. La vita mi sorprende, mi ridà quei baci che ho perso tempo fa, ma è solo un sogno che ora si arrende alla realtà. Il vento di ponente soffia già per vie di sabbia e sale, porterà profumo di limoni, vita nuova, libertà, canzoni malinconiche per te, per sempre canterò accanto a te, mi sognerò e mai mi lascerà. Se tu fossi nei miei occhi per un giorno, vedresti la bellezza che piena di allegria io trovo dentro gli occhi tuoi, ignara se magia o realtà. Se tu fossi nel mio cuore per un giorno, potresti avere un'idea di ciò che sento io quando mi stringe forte e cuore a cuore noi respiriamo insieme.
One and only passion,
and every kiss and joyous tear is gone and left me here along the way I was before, behind the shadow door of my room, nella luce di una sera vita mai, sempre tu, amore.
Oh my God, that was an adventure. It was a love song to her family, but also to
I
Italy.
think her father had just died.
Yeah.
That was the impetus for that.
Yeah. And the dragonfly was, I think, her little spirit.
Maria Traversa says,
Yes.
"Que bello!"
Nah.
Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah.
Isn't she delicious, though?
Yeah.
And that was all just
And that's
live, one
live.
take,
That's live. What the? I mean,
So
how did she do? I don't remember how she did that.
I think she just stood in front of a video camera and recorded, and we
Her
just
voice is well.
she's
We did have help mixing it.
what a great vocalist. Oh,
I mean, she's fabulous.
she's adored by
So-
singers and instrumentalists alike. I mean,
Yes.
James Moody was one of her.
Yes,
uh,
and
Yes,
Jimmy
Heath.
Heath.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Roberta.
Oh my God.
Grazie.
Yes.
Grazie mille.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. We want to take this time to talk about some things coming up for both of us.
What have you got coming up?
Oh,
I mean, what are you not?
wouldn't
I mean,
you like to know?
she's basically on the road. You're on the road
Well,
again.
it's
and
our last
great.
year, and it's the 50th year, and so yes, we're doing a lot of stuff this year. But I will say that here for you New Yorkers, I'll be at Birdland, 8:30 p.m. on May 10th with the wonderful Frank Vignola, who I have a wonderful history with when he had the Frank and Joe show, and we did some recording together with Jane Montide, and I love playing with Frank, and he's got a great band, including Ted Rosenthal and Vince
yeah.
Jericho on drums.
Oh, I
we
love
love Vince.
Vince.
Gary Mazzaropi on bass. So if you're in New York City and
When is that?
it's May 10th.
Nice.
And also, most importantly, June 9th is the Manhattan Transfer's last concert in New York City at Sony Hall with the Diva Jazz Orchestra.
Wow.
Be there or be square.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be
It's
epic.
deep. It's deep. It's
I saw you
emotional.
guys a couple of weeks ago in on Long Island.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And
You brought me these orchids that are over here, right here.
yeah.
Right in front. You can't see it.
Can't
people
see
at home,
them. But yeah, no, it was really wonderful to go down memory lane. You guys are doing plucking chestnuts from the past, and it really is an amazing feeling to be in the room and feel how much of a legacy and print you've made on music, and so it's just
Well,
really great. So
thank you.
please get your tickets.
Yes, please come. And the Diva Jazz Orchestra is just killing.
Ah.
Those women are incredible musicians and so much fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And how about you?
Well, next, in a couple weeks, in Boston, the New York Voices are going to be actually at Berklee College of Music, and we're gonna do kind of a joint concert with their vocal jazz ensemble. That is on May 11th.
Oh,
And no, May 10th. And
same
and
day as I'm
yeah,
going to be at Birdland.
there you go.
And
So
there-
sorry.
Aw.
Have fun.
Aw.
But go to newyorkvoices.com and see what we're doing. We would love it if anybody's out there thinking they might like to come hang out with us this summer in our summer camps. We have our annual camp at Western Michigan University. There it is on July 31st to August 6th. And that is again, a really great immersion. Everybody's going to be in assigned a vocal jazz ensemble. And then there's all kinds of electives and one-on-one experiences. And then because it's International Day, we're also want to promote also our International Vocal Jazz Camp, which is in Machtoberdorf, Germany. And so if you want to, at the end of your day,
Oberdorf.
Yes.
Wow.
If you want to, like, after you've done all your really hard work and immersive learning, then we can start having beer and pretzels, which is
Yeah, that's
very important.
You have to.
Yeah.
Is that Bavarian then?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's in this beautiful castle.
Oh,
And so it's really, really wonderful.
I wanna
So if you
go.
think you should come,
I know.
don't even get me started.
No, let's not get started.
So
But let me know where you are. Maybe we can.
Maybe you can hook up.
something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
So we've got some stuff.
We have
and
some
we have
things.
some things, but I have a little thing going on at the Jazz Loft on June 16th.
Okay, where is that?
That is on Long Island, but I'm going to be playing with Matt Wilson
Oh,
and
well,
Sean Fitzpatrick
great.
and Matt Aronoff, and I'm going to do
Oh.
new music.
You've
new
been
music.
writing. She's been writing.
So
Yes.
we got lots to do.
Yeah. We got things to do. We got eggs to lay.
We do. Ain't nobody here but us chickens.
You know what? Can we show those pictures, Lori, of me in Japan with Mika and Kai, which we forgot to show? I was just there and had lunch and with Mika and Kai, and we had a great time. They came to the shows. Thank you, Lori. That's Lori Green, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. And speaking of dream collaborations, you know, we did work with Homero Lubambo on that last piece, and I think it was really because also we had just recently collaborated with him on this piece that we'd like to feature now.
Yes,
And
this is one of my favorites. This was your idea. This was a genius idea from you, I have to say.
I don't know what happened, but I rolled out of bed. But part of it too is being very mindful of the fact that I'm working with someone that before she became one of my dearest and nearest friends. I grew up listening to your music. And so, you know, Birdland is like one of those, there's already a house of a piece of that. And then you guys put a house on it. And then, you know, so there was that whole thing. And somehow I figured out there might be a way to smash together Lullaby of Birdland with Birdland. And this was also inspired because we were trying to offer up something for the Birdland jazz sort of, I don't know, we were trying to raise money during the pandemic when all the
for Birdland.
Yeah.
There was some thing going on with and Gianni asked us. Well, no, we offered.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
So
so we kind of came up with this piece, and we called our good friend Homero, who again
he loved it.
He's
Are you
like,
kidding?
I can make some sense of this, and he sent us back this very delicious track.
And he also played acoustic and electric guitar. I mean, I think a lot of people, maybe some people don't know, he plays killer electric guitar.
And you know,
well.
he did want to shred at the end.
Oh, he wants to shred all the time. Yeah. And he
But
played
specifically electric.
he played shaker and pandero and tambourine on this particular cut coming up.
Yeah.
And he arranged it as well.
Yeah. This is from episode 12 from February 27th, 2021.
Woo! Mixed by Trish Curlis again.
Yes. And so, and who did the video on this?
This is Emma. And I was begging for the ghost of Duke Ellington, or Charlie Parker at least. And yet that was the we kept coming up with these depictions of the ghost of Charlie Parker, like going through the video. But we did. I don't remember if we actually got it. It might be there, but we have to see this.
It's up in the window somewhere. So
yes, he's up in the window.
He's up in the window. So.
Years from Birdland, but I'm still preaching that rhythm.
should tell me farewell. A lullaby of birdland, whisper low. Kiss me sweet, and we'll go.
Oh, flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above. All because we're in
5,000 light years from birdland, and I'm still preaching the rhythm.
Well, never in my birdland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel.
Long gonna take years from birdland, and I'm still teaching it wisdom.
Oh, that's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. Oh, and that's how we be old willow. He really knows how to cry. Well, that's how I cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye, 5,000 light years from birdland, but I know people can hear it.
Flying high in birdland, high in the sky, up above, all because we're in love. Because we're
In the middle of that hub, I remember one jazz club where we went to Pat Gate down on 52nd Street. Everybody heard that word, and they named it after a bird. And the cats they kicked in there were beyond compare. Lullaby, 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 lullaby.
down the stairs.
Right this way.
Who's them kids?
Who should cares down the stairs? Meet me there.
We're down in birdland, total swing.
Bob was king.
You know Bob was king.
I don't care. Meet me there down the stairs.
Down in birdland, down in birdland.
I don't care. Meet me there
Johnny
down the
walk down
stairs.
them stairs. Lose your cares. You know Bob was king then.
Down in Birdland. Down in Birdland.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, bring your dancing feet.
Lullaby of
Down in birdland.
It's where the crowd heads out.
All you gotta do is lend an ear and listen to it. Very good, very good, very good. You gotta get yourself down to 44th Street.
Down in Birdland.
Come in pairs down the stairs, lose your cares. Then that dance gets it.
I don't care, maybe there down the stairs.
Good night.
Is the mezcal kick? Is the mezcal kicking in, or is it me? Did that get a
No,
little trippy?
That got weird. It got weird and wonderful. Did you see the ghost of Charlie Parker?
He was
He
up
was
in
there.
there.
He wasn't floating around with no legs, but still, it was good. We tried our best.
We did try our best, and a shout out again to Homero one
the
of
best to
Brazil's
collaborate
national
with.
treasures.
Yeah.
He's out there right now doing
was
a
up
duo
for
record for
anything.
Chico Pinheiro.
What?
They're out doing a
Oh.
duo tour. I think
my
they're in
God.
Brazil right now.
Oh,
But those two virtuosic guitarists, and there could just be nothing but
I
like
would
madness
like to
that
see
comes
that
from. Yeah, me
so much.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. So, we're just, that was, another thing that just was born out of like, well, what are you going to do today? I don't know. Let's figure out something to do. So
So we had a lot to do. It took us a whole month to put those shows together
yeah.
because we would have 8 or so collabs.
Oh yeah. We'd call in people from, that would do their own sort of self tapes and submit things. So we sort of cherry picked scenarios and artists, and then we filled in with a couple of collaborations.
Right. Well, this next thing, this next one, which is our last one, I believe, is an example of somebody who got their music in early. And Lauren and I listened to it and we said, this feels like we ought to jump in on this.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah. This is my dear friend, the wonderful Cuban singer and guitarist, David Oquendo. He's one of the finest singers of Cuban bolero, feeling, which is a particular way of singing a ballad that we would, I guess, call crooning,
Yeah.
And he's just an astonishing interpreter of many different styles of Cuban music. So this collaboration technically wasn't supposed to happen, and yet it did. And then after we did that, we said,
We'll have to shoot a video now.
well, no, we asked someone else to jump in.
Oh, right. Yeah. So Bobby Sanabria makes a,
He
an
makes an appearance.
appearance.
He, the King of the Bronx, actually.
yeah, Bobby.
Jumped in and played bongos on this. And this is and you may wonder who is on Bobby Sanabria's t-shirt. And I can tell you after the video. I can
Okay.
tell you who that
Shall we
is.
discuss after?
Let's discuss after.
Would you like to introduce the title of the song?
Oh, even though I've been studying Spanish,
Y decidiste mi amor.
I think you got it, baby. Y decidete mi amor.
There it is. Yes. Oh, roll
by
that on.
Jose Antonio Mendez. And this is David Oquendo on vocal and guitar, Lauren and Janis on BG Vox, and we have Bobby Sanabria on bongos.
Parerorerorero parua, parerorerorero parua, parerorerorero parero guapa, parero guapa, parero guapero gua, parua, parerorerorero parua, parerorerorero parero guapa, parero guapa, parero guapero gua. Dime qué es lo que te pasa, que temor tu pecho abraza. Quiéreme así con frenesí, mi amor, como yo a ti. Si tú sabes que te adoro, que eres vida, mi tesoro. Dime por qué no puedo yo tener tu gran querer. Decídete a entregarme el corazón, y así sabrás lo que es el amor. Dime qué es lo que te pasa, que temor tu pecho abraza. Quiéreme así con frenesí, mi amor, como yo a ti. Paroa, parerorerorero, paroa, parerorerorero, parero guapa, parero guapa, parero guapero gua. Otra vez, paroa, parerorerorero, paroa, parerorerorero, parero guapa, parero guapa, parero guapero gua. Decídete a entregarme el corazón, y así sabrás lo que es el amor. Dime qué es lo que te pasa, que temor tu pecho abraza. Quiéreme así con frenesí, mi amor, como yo a ti. Otra vez, zapa, zararón, su divira, papá, de zapa, guarachando. Déjala que siga andando, que las mulatas como ella a mí me están esperando. Déjala que siga andando. Dime por qué yo no puedo tener tu gran querer. Déjala que siga. Si mi negra linda lo que me hace padecer. Déjala que siga andando los aretes que le faltan a la luna. Déjala que siga andando. Yo se los regalo a ella, como ella no hay ninguna. Déjala que siga andando. Ya con esta me despido, yo no quiero así cansar. Déjala que siga andando. Ahora mismo mulata, que me la voy a llevar. Saruá, parerorerorero, paruá, parerorerorero, parero guapa, parero guapa, parero guapero guapa. Paruá, parerorerorero, paruá, parerorerorero, parero guapa, parero guapa, parero guapero guapa.
¡Otra vez!
Please keep yelling that out.
¡Otra vez! Oh my God. We are cracking up here.
You know what I'm loving is our different hairstyles and the length of our hair and the scraggliness of our hair.
We had not, I had not cut my hair in 2 years. It
that's
was
right.
like, by the time we finished, it was a Rapunzel situation. Oh my God.
Wow.
I think the other thing that's really interesting is like the state of mind that we were in doing the show. It's just, I don't know. It's a really extraordinary thing to be looking at these videos and just feel the earnestness and of needing to connect, you know. And I know that we were
That's
all
what
in a
drove us,
particular
I
state.
think.
Totally.
Because we were just coming off years of doing Vocal Mania every month,
Yeah.
where we we constructed and continued to communicate with our singers in New York, and we started to get international people to come in as well.
Right.
So,
but David, wow, what a great singer, right? Oh my God.
he's just and the sweetest guy.
Yeah, and we had him on our Vocal Mania shows from time to time.
Yes.
At least I remember one time,
Yeah,
and
we
we
did.
were all just you got the whole room on their feet dancing. There was no sitting still.
No.
Just authentic artistry.
And Bobby is
Jeez.
great.
And who's the person on the
on his T-shirt is he's the Puerto Rican equivalent of Malcolm X. So he was the head of the Puerto Rican Nationalist Party, which advocated freedom for Puerto Rico. So his name was Pedro Albizu Campos. That's his name. Yeah,
Nice.
pretty crazy guy on that shirt. Yeah, and when Bobby leans forward, you get those close-ups of this crazy face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it. And just before we close out, I wanted to do just a little plug for my sister, Kate, who is producing a one-woman show in Phoenix, Arizona. It's called Heart Songs, and it's her journey through two amazing episodes of heart trouble, and that she ended up having 2 open heart surgeries, and then kind of went through this whole process of then having children, then finding her voice again, and going through this journey. It's really extraordinary. She's got a one-woman show that is happening in Phoenix, May 8th through 18 at the Herberger Theater.
She's a classical soprano.
And she's a coloratura soprano. So she's doing arias and telling her story. It's going to be amazing. So go to the herbergertheater.org and get the schedule. And you're going to be in town then, and you might even be able to see it because Manhattan Transfer is going to be playing where?
At MIM.
I love that place.
Museum of Musical Instruments. I love that place too. We'll be there the 14th and 15th.
Okay.
Because then I'm coming. Oh, we should mention our Village Voices concert.
Yes, and
well.
and their WBGO
yes,
appearance.
so much to Lauren and I co-lead direct a vocal ensemble at NYU called the Village Voices. And our final concert, if you're here in New York, is May 8th at
Lowe's Theater.
The Lowe's Theater on West 4th.
Yep. And they're really wonderful. And
great.
actually WBGO invited us to be for them to be a part of Jazz History Month. And so they're gonna we recorded a handful of songs, and a couple of them are gonna get broadcast. And so it's a great opportunity to sort of do outreach for to our educational our students of music, and bring them into a beautiful professional setting. So
yeah, and kudos to WBGO for engendering this kind of project with the local universities and high schools, jazz ensembles. It's great. They've been broadcasting different ensembles every day, basically during the regular programming.
Yeah. So thank you, Steve Williams over there at WBGO, and everybody, Corey and Billy, that helped us make that happen, and our wonderful Village Voices. So I hope you can check them out. And in the meantime, I guess, this was just like a quick drive-by for us. We just wanted to remember International Jazz Day. We wanted you to remember us. And remember that we, there might be some other times where we'll open up the vault.
I think so.
Do you think so?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can't believe we had 17 episodes.
Yeah.
Basically. And numerous happy hours.
Yeah.
Like this one.
Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed our little happy hour. We want to thank again Lori Green for helping us pull it off, as we remember how to do it. And
Can we see you, Lori? Can we see you?
I don't know.
Come on, Lori.
There she is.
She's got the twiddly bit.
Yeah, twiddly bits is right. Are you feeling okay, Lori? Does this have pangs of like, oh my God, what's happening? Or like, yeah, that was fun. Oh, we can't hear you.
You're muted. I love saying that. You're muted.
StreamYard has more features, so I got to play a little bit more and see what's going on. So,
oh, that's so great. Yeah. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed it, and please write to us. Please come to our Patreon page if you want to even just drop by and become a friend, or send us a note to just let us know maybe what you might like to see or hear, and give us a little encouragement. As we're, we
clearly don't need encouragement.
A little bit. We once in a while, a little bit. No, we'll get right off a plane and come directly to do this.
Yes.
So we thank you so much for joining us tonight, and again, congratulations to our international audience out there and artists that we got to work with. It was really great fun to hear and see those pieces that we did together. And we'll see you maybe on the next happy hour.
Absolutely, and go out and support live music.
Please
do it. All
See
right,
you guys.
ready for the theme song?
Can we do the theme song?
So ready.
I think this works.
Calling all around the world. Mumbo jumbo, stir up the gumbo. Calling all around the world. Start with a root, that's me and you. Add the Holy Trinity, that's rhythm, chords, and melody. Come on now, add your spice. Tell your story, very nice. Calling all around the world. Stir that vocal gumbo now. Calling all
Stir it up, stir it up.